Guys, I got massive news, guys. I'm back. I'm back. Well, for the most part, This is quite a new thing, for a lot of people. However, no, I am back. It's been a 3 month hiatus. I don't even know. It might have been longer. I've been kind of busy, a little bit busy. A few things have changed. I aged. I'm now 19. What else happened? I've become a washed up reality star. Also at 19, that's embarrassing, really, isn't it? I'm washed up. It's a disaster. If you aren't a washed up reality star by 19, then I would hope you're doing something more substantial with your life. But no, it's going great. There is sad news. Snazzy Sid is dead. That makes no sense to the majority of people. That's the old me. This is sounding weird now. We've rebranded. There's new beginnings. We got a new name now. Not personally, my name is still Jackson. Weirdly, but the podcast, we're going with Jacksaucing. I thought long and hard about that, and by long and hard I mean, that sounded like that could have gone somewhere. That sounded like a bad joke. What am I even talking about? I came up. That was the first thing I thought of. I won't lie. I don't know where even it's Jacksauce it's come from somewhere. It sounds mad. I don't know if I like it, but we're rolling with it now. We've committed. Well, yeah. We've got a new intro, which you won't. I'm just gonna put that in somewhere in the next minute. It's gonna catch you off guard. So get ready for it. And what else? The hat, the Shrek hat. It's back. I'm wearing the Shrek hat now. It's back due to popular demand. Everyone was complaining I wasn't wearing. Well, not everyone. Some people were really happy I wasn't wearing a hat in my last Instagram photo. I don't. I'll explain. The hat's come up later in this. I'll explain a bit more about what's going on with that business, because honestly, it's been blown way out of proportion. I don't know what's going on with that.
This is where the intro was supposed to be, and then I got sick, and then I lost my voice before I could record said intro, and so now we're kind of stuck without one. So this is not an intro. This is me with a dead. I'm dying, guys.
Hope you like that new intro, guys. That was great. It was funnier in my head. It's not actually that good, but I hope you appreciated it anyway. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we got new fans. It's great. Lots of new fans. I accidentally became a bit of the most sought after 19-year-old guy in Australia overnight, I think. So that was an accident. I think I might have accidentally I don't know what you guys are. I don't look that good all the time. It was very good lighting. I was looking in a mirror. It's very easy to pose in a mirror. And that's about it. My hair was banging. I'll give you that. My hair was really good. It's not always that good. I don't know how I did that. But no, we've got lots of new fans. So shout out to all you guys. I don't know what's going on. That's about that. I have no idea how long. I'm aiming for this to be relatively short. I want to keep it short, so people don't stop listening after, because no one's here. No one's committed for an hour. Well, no, some people, but I'm not even committed for an hour. Right, I don't even listen for all of these. I just kind of hope that it sounds all good, and then we just chuck it out. So. I'm hoping we're gonna keep it short and sweet. What are we at? We're 4 minutes already. That is okay. I didn't realize we'd be at 4 minutes by now. 3 minutes. I don't know where we're at, but I was hoping this is going. I need to move. I need to keep moving. I keep getting sidetracked. We'll keep moving. Well, there is something I have to address. I feel like I upset a lot of people the other day with some words that I didn't mean. If I'm honest, I was just trying to impress a girl on TV, trying to seem cool. So I just want to apologize to Sliced Bread. I have nothing against you. There's nothing wrong with sliced bread. It is convenient. You can use it for lots of things. Toast is great. I like toast. Sandwiches. You can't go wrong with a sandwich. I won't lie. There are better breads. Baguette is. Some people know how much I like baguette. Baguette is incredible. I love myself baguette. And also, what else? Anything with decent crust. I like myself to have. I like a good crust to bread ratio. That's the problem. That's the problem with sliced bread. It's just not quite there. However, I have nothing against sliced bread. All right. And also, I don't just start random. I do. Okay, no. Sometimes I do just start randomly talking. I am kind of that boring. However, it was taken way out of context. All right, there was context to it. Because although I don't have an issue with sliced bread, I do have an issue with what's going on it in this country. All right, there's a lot of things I like about Australia, but putting sausages in sliced bread, that's out of order. I'm sorry. Sausages go in rolls, and that's it. You don't put a sausage in sliced bread. What's going on with that? It's just all wrong. It's just all soft. It's like, it's horrible. It's just not good. Like Bunnings, I'm coming for you. All right, I'm calling you out. It's outrageous. You're robbing people of their money by giving them sliced bread. All right, it's not on. It's rolls. All right, only rolls, and that's it. Because to be fair, sausages here are bad anyway. All right. So we don't talk. I know I've already. Everyone's left now. Everyone's left. No one cares anymore because I'm sorry. I'm fairy bread. That's it. I know that's the final straw. What is up? What is that? Fairy bread. Nah, I can't hack it. I can't do it anymore. Look, it's great country. Lots of good things. What is fairy bread, man? Like, well, it's just sliced bread in drag, What do you mean? It's not good. It's not even crunchy. Like, it's just all soft. At least I could sliced, like, if you toasted it and then put sprinkles on top, that'd be good. But that'd be fairy toast, which is clearly a completely different thing. So, fairy bread, no, fairy toast is a big yes. But I apologize. I do apologize for disrespecting sliced bread. But I will never apologize to people who like snags in their sliced bread and fairy bread. Unacceptable. Anyway, I'll move on. I thought, because we got some new people about, I'll do a bit of a Q&A. Don't like the word Q&A. It sounds too similar to. I don't know where I'm going with that. I've got to stop setting myself up for jokes and then not finishing them because it just ruins it. Anyway, a Q&A. We've got Q&A here. I asked for some questions on my Instagram, which used to be really difficult to do. I'd get like 10 questions back in the day, and they were all like bad. Like, no offense to the old guys. Respect to you, especially the OGs like Shane, good old Pondo. That's who else? That's about it. But he's a lad. Anyway, but no, I've had so many questions to choose from. It was great. So shout out to all the new guys, much appreciated. So I got a lot of questions about two things in particular. The hats was one of them, and the roundabouts was another thing. All right, so we'll get into both of them. So obviously, yes, all right. As I have got some hats. It was I don't. For a start, I do not wear them all the time. All right. Most of the time, you see, I will not. I'm not just. I don't just wear. I don't like. I don't wear them about. Really, I wear them to parties occasionally because it's kind of funny, and that's the thing. So basically, I got like a couple. I had a couple from when I was younger, and I bought maybe like one or two. I bought a couple, and I thought it was funny, and then I'd wear them to like a party or, to annoy people in public because I was immature, right? Of course, I'm very mature now. And then I just kind of kept buying them because I commit to my jokes. I'm not about this half commitment. I go all in. So I bought a few, and then I bought more, and then people started buying them for me. Then I didn't make it, but I bought myself. Well, I bought my friends' hats that had "I am friends with Jackson Palmer" embroidered on it, and then I felt left out, so I bought myself one that said "I am Jackson Palmer," and so that's when that one came up. And then I kept getting more given to me, and then next thing you know, you've got 30 or so. I don't know exactly how many I've got. They do. Some of them live on the wall, occasionally, but I'm a lot of them live under the bed. I won't lie. And now we've got a lot. I don't wear them all the time. Okay, so stop asking me to wear the hats. Stop it. Don't do it. All right. No, you can. I don't mind. I can't. It's dying off quickly. But everyone said that I only looked good in my last post on Instagram because I wasn't wearing a hat. That's not how it works. I didn't. I look the same with and without a hat. Just one's got more hat on it. I don't get it. So I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, no, I've got a lot of hats. My favorite hat would be probably the "I am Jackson Palmer" one. It's just, it does what it says on the tin. I don't know what that means in that context, but it's a good hat. It does what I want it to do. So that's my favorite. It wasn't cheap. It was like what, like $50. I don't know. Probably more. No, it was like 40. Yeah, but that's a good hat. It's a good hat. My parents and my sister have similar hats that say "I am the father of Jackson Palmer" or so on. They don't all say I'm the father because they aren't all my father, but you get the idea. I'm not going to go through them all because I could have just stopped a while. You would have had. You know what? I'm going to move on. We've done hats now. You get the idea. Stop asking me about the hats now. All right. Roundabouts. The roundabouts thing. That is. Top 5 roundabouts. If you don't have a top 5 roundabouts, what you're doing? It's a valid list to have. Top 5. I've done it before, back in episode 1, but I understand. I wouldn't want to go and listen to that one either. So I'll redo it for you. All right. I'll just quick run through. Top 5 roundabouts. It's easy. Number 5 is the roundabout around the corner. It's lovely. It's very safe. It's a bit boring, but it's very safe. I have to go on it every day to get to work. There's a Macca's right next to it. That's about it. It's very safe. I don't think anyone's ever had an accident on that roundabout, and I've only been beeped on it once. So it's very safe. Then number 4. This isn't really necessarily a real roundabout. It's more of a hypothetical roundabout. So that's the thing. I don't know. Basically, it's a roundabout that's got one entrance and no exit. So you go on and then you just go around, and you can't get off. So you're stuck there forever. I think someone should probably invest in that idea. Anyone knows anyone who makes roundabouts? Let me know. I think I could be onto something here. We've been trying to reduce the human population. It's like a mousetrap. You could then You could then do something. You could probably put like a, something next to it, like water bowl, so they have something to. What am I talking about? I don't know. It's also my answer to the question of if I could be any type of road, what would I be? It's that I would be that roundabout. So yeah, number three. That's number three. We've got it's this lovely roundabout back where I used to live in London. It was called the Crown Roundabout, I think. I don't know what it was. It was right there, and it was lovely. It had some nice flowers around it. It had my favourite restaurant next to it, which was great. It had all of the cool buses that went over it. All my favourite buses. Like the 320, that was the best bus. Got you right to school, right home. But it was always full, so you never got the 320. There was like the 208, which was a classic. It was always a bit inconvenient. You had to walk a bit further. Then there was things like the 258 and there's a lot of good buses. The 358 was it's a single decker bus, unfortunately, but it tried its best. It was cute, It was cute. That's your buses here suck as well. That's another thing. I have who's made the buses. The Australian buses are useless. What's going on with them? Then there's no. I haven't seen a single double decker bus here. No double decker buses. They only come like every hour. How much? I don't think I haven't even caught a bus here because it takes too long to get them. I might as well walk. There's people outside my room. This is very inconvenient. This is the thing. It's not a very professional podcast. Where was I? Oh yeah, stupid buses. Fairy bread, sausages and bread, buses. 3 problems of Australia right there. There are more, but I won't go into them because I've realised that most of my audience is now Australian. I don't need to upset anyone, so there we go. Buses. Number 2. This is a great roundabout. Absolute great roundabout. It's this lovely roundabout. It's in the south of France. It's called in a town called Le Lavandou. I love France. I speak a lot of French myself. One of my favourite French sentences is "Je fume avec ma poisson," which means I smoke with my fish. That's the only French I know. I did French for 5 years in school. That's all I've learnt. So clearly the education system is extremely effective. Anyway, it's this lovely roundabout. It's fairly big. It's got lovely flowers on it. Lovely flowers. It's got not 1, not 2, but 3 pizza restaurants on it. One of the restaurants has like a mannequin on the outside, and to show that the place is closed, they take the head off the mannequin, and then there's a mannequin with no head on it because they're closed. I don't know if you're still listening at this point. I've got a lot of respect for you because I've just been talking about roundabouts for 5 minutes. Then yeah, it's got this cool shop on the side of it that they sell like animal statues. They're all colourful and it's quite cool. Yeah, there you go. That's the lavender. That's number 2, and then at number 1, I don't do number 1s. This is something you'll learn about me very quickly. If I do a top 5 list, I haven't got a number 1 on the list because the thing is you never know. I know there's probably a better roundabout out there than the Lavandou roundabout. However, I haven't found it yet. And when I find it, I don't really fancy changing the entire list, you know what I mean? And so it just saves me a lot of, paperwork, basically. So we only get to number 2, and then number 1, there's nothing there. That's how the lists work. That's how I do this stuff. So you can either live with that, or if you have an issue, deal with it, So yeah, that's all my roundabouts. And then, we've got some more questions as well, of course. Yeah, more useless. No, more useful. No, I don't know. There's more questions. We have a question from Jessica saying, "Are you and Jessica dating?" I don't know, Jessica. I think you can answer that yourself. It's a question from you. What's wrong with you? Anyway, we'll move on from that one. Got a question from James. Again, I've done the ones from people from the from the thing, the show, up the top, and then we'll get to the other ones below. This one from James. Is James as handsome in real life as he is on TV? As that again is coming from you, James, I'm going to say no, because I don't know if I can give you that credit. But he is a lovely man, so shout out to James. We got one. This is I honestly I don't know. You're probably gonna Ira. What's going on here? It's just written farting in public. What does that even mean? Grow up, Ira. Honestly, I've thrown you under the bus here. Yeah, we're not doing this anonymous. We ain't doing it like that. All right. I'm exposing you for your immature. All right. Just grow up, honestly. Well, no, actually, I don't even. It's not even a question. You just written that. You just written farting in public. What am I supposed to do with that? I'm assuming. Is it okay? I don't know. Well, I mean, it's definitely all right. At the moment, everyone's wearing masks, aren't they? So it's fine. You can't actually tell. So if you ever are going to do that, now's your time. Then we got one from. This is from Sam, but not Sam from the show. It's just another Sam. Because guys, would you ever be in a relationship with a guy? Asking for a friend with a embarrassed emoji. I know this isn't Sam from the show because Sam knows that I would drop anything and everything for any of the geeks. So the answer is no. Unfortunately, I would not be in a relationship with a guy unless they were one of the 9 geeks. However, I still appreciate it. I'll take as many people having crushes on me as they would like. I'll take that as a big win. And this question, we got some. There are some weird questions here because then next one it goes from Erin. Do you think early humans had sex for fun? What do you mean? I don't. What would I know? Why would I know that? I don't know why I know that. But yes, probably considering dolphins and bonobo apes do. But still, weird question. Right, I'm not an encyclopedia. Did I say it right the first time? It was roughly right. We'll go with it. What else we got? We got Dan. How tall are you? 6'4". It's a great height really because 6 foot, 6'1". There was someone at my. Charlie, get out of here, Charlie. I'm recording a podcast. No, don't come in. There's a dog in here now. Oh, this has not gone well. Charlie, get out of here. Oh, I feel bad now. No, you can't stay. Don't sit down. Oh, dear. This has not gone well. Charlie, I'm gonna require you to leave. You're gonna have to leave. Sorry, can you go now? Don't look at me like that. Charlie, can you go? Good boy. Who's that? Go find Mum. Yeah, go on. Go on, turn around. No, don't. No, I'm not. Yeah, that. I apologise. I feel like I've just got in. Everyone hates me now. I've just disrespected the entire country and told my dog to leave. This is just not going well. Anyway, how tall are you? Yeah, I'm tall. It's great. I'm not 6 foot and I'm not 6'1", which is good because those are bad heights. You don't want to be that because then you're kind of stuck with all of the people who are like insecure about being 5'11" and they just lie about being 6 foot and 6'1", and you don't want to be that. But once you get above that, there's no point in lying. You know what I mean? So I'm safe. I'm just cool, and I can make fun of small people. There's no denying that is the best thing about being tall. There's no other. That is the best thing. And you can always try your best if you're small to make fun of a tall person. However, it just doesn't work, does it? Because it's a compliment, really. You're like, oh, how's the weather up there? Great. It's better than the weather down there, you knob. Anyway, I am tall, yes. What's the next question? You were hilarious on the show. Are you funny in real life? No, not at all. no, that was that was all an act. I don't even know what. Yeah, they call me. My friends call me boring Jackson, because I'm just so serious all the time. Anyway, we got a. That was from Taylor, by the way. I forgot to say the name. Taylor spelt with an AH on the end. Cheeky. That's not as interesting as this spelling though, which is from Addison, spelt with a Y. Didn't know that was a thing. Have you ever been to Sydney? No. Again, no, I've never been to Sydney. And Beauty and the Geek was they just pretended it was in Sydney. It was actually filmed in a grotty shed in a Venezuela with a green screen, and they just put the bridge and opera house in the background. So nah, never been to Sydney. Unfortunately, would love to come though. Looks lovely there. Shan't come at the moment though. Seems a bit of an issue. That was. Did I say who that's from? From Brooke? I don't know. I might have done. I might have not. Big up Brooke. Danielle. Spelled with two D. No, not two D's. That would be weird though. That's a two D's and Danielle. That would be impressive. But it's not. It's two N's and two L's. There you go. I think that might just be how you spell Danielle. I don't know. Whose career are you coming for next? Coming for next. Whose career am I coming for next? So obviously I came for Paul Hancock, the telemarketer. I came for his career. Didn't go so well, but we don't talk about that. Then of course I'm coming for David Jeanette's modelling career. Then I was thinking maybe like Eminem, because obviously I'm a multi-talented individual, and so I'm an extremely skilled rapper and lyricist. So maybe the next thing I'll be doing is dropping some bars. I don't know. We'll see. So that could be the next career I come for. Everyone's in trouble though. Don't think you're safe because I haven't said your name. World domination's coming soon. Watch out. Watch out, ScoMo. Jackson, the Prime Minister, is inbound. All right. What else we got? From Jaslyn. Again, didn't know that was a name. Jaslyn. You'll never guess how that's spelled. I might not have been in it. That's just what it was written as on their Instagram thing. Jazlyn. What? That's weird spelling. I shouldn't be disrespecting my listeners' names, of course, because that would be stupid of me to do. So, wait. I actually listened to your podcast after the show, and now I'm a fan. Not a question, to be fair, but I appreciate it anyway. I mean, to be fair, technically a lot of these weren't questions because for some reason no one uses question marks. Guys, fix up. Use proper punctuation if you're going to ask me questions, all right? I want capitals, question marks, and if there's a need, a comma. That's important. Otherwise, I don't know what you're talking about. What was the next question? Alyssa, also spelt with a Y. There's a lot of Y names. Are you actually from the UK? No again. Yeah, I've just been putting on the accent for banter. Yeah, absolutely not British. Absolutely not. Yeah, never even been there. So, yeah, big up Alyssa for a massively intellectual question. Montana, that's a good name, I like. The recording has stopped. Hang on. That means I've reached half an hour. That was not the plan. Okay. Yeah, there's gonna be like a weird like, whoa, what's happening screen there if you're watching. Because the recording stops watching stuff. So, stops watching stuff. The recording stopped after 30 minutes. So, anyway, but we're nearly at the end. So that's good. Montana. Yeah, good name, Montana. Honest opinion on socks and slides. My honest opinion on socks and slides is that they are one of the greatest things of all time. Of course, they aren't really a fashion statement. I would never suggest someone wearing that with a suit, like I have done in the past. But if I'm a sock man. I like my socks, and I want to show them off. I can't do that. What's the point in having socks if you're just going to hide them with a shoe? With a slide, everyone knows what they are. So that's the agenda. I don't know what's the word. That's my thoughts on socks and slides. Honest opinion on socks and slides. I love myself for socks and slides. All right. I haven't worn them for a while though because it's cold at the moment, and I don't have any warm socks. So I have been shoeing, but I do like myself a sliding sock. We got what else? We got a question from, what's his name? I've lost it. Was it a guy? I've lost it. Where is it? Hang on. Hang on a second. I see what I did here. I missed a question in the middle of it, and so I gave someone. So I said Addison, and then said, "Have you ever been to Sydney?" That was Brooke, and then she said, "Have you ever?" Addison said with a Y. Addison with a Y again, it's the same one because I messed up. She said, "What's your opinion on pelicans?" It's a good question, that. If I'm totally honest, I'd argue severely underrated. Seem like decent lads, The one for a big shout out to the pelican from Finding Nemo. I'm a big fan of him. I don't know his name, so apologies for that. But decent guy, I'm sure. I mean, he helped out the lads. Good old Dory and Melvin. I messed up. Melvin. No, it's not, is it? It's Marley. Oh, I know. I'm finding out. Hang on. I'll be back. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here. What's his name? Finding Nemo. Marlin. Was it right? No, I was almost right. I said Marvin, but it was Marlin. Good old Dorian Marlin. But the real hero of the movie was indeed the pelican. So, gotta love a pelican. Anyway, this is the last question. It's going to be a really anticlimactic question, of course, because that's how I like to finish things, anticlimactically. It's a question from Jacko. Where can I find your podcast, champ? This is a bit of a sticky situation we got here. So I hope you found it, Jacko. If you hear this, we know what happened, and it also means you were committed enough to watch all the way to the end. So, Jacko, this is where you can find it. It's also on. I don't know what you're listening on. It's on YouTube. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Podcasts. There's occasionally there's things that come up on like other things. Yeah. So, there you go, champ, Jacko. This is where the podcast is. So yeah, that's about it. I mean, I don't really have much else to elaborate on, really. I don't know. I'm not wearing a hat next time. I did this for the hat fans. I'm not doing it again. Out of order, that doesn't. Oh no! But now it's ruined my hair. Now, it wasn't that good to begin with, but now it's all over the place. It's disaster. I need to stop. I need to edit this and put it up. I'm a little bit sick, so that's why my voice is a bit like everywhere. But anyway, thanks for. I have never worked out really how to end these. It doesn't never feels like a point to cut it off, so I end up just like stopping it in the middle of like a sentence, stopping it in the middle